Billy Napier has done it again. The Florida Gators have another 4-star commitment because it is it's blue chip Billy time. Like that's just what it is. Welcome to 2023, the year of blue chip Billy, because that's what we're talking about with this 2023 recruiting class. The Florida Gators have done it again. I'll take the shades off now, but you know what it is. You know how we do it here for Locked On Gators. When there is a commit, we go live. When we can go live, when I'm home to go live, really. But yeah, this one's probably going to be a little bit quicker because we're expecting another commitment in about 20 minutes, and then we're going to go live after that one as well. But Kamran James has committed to the Florida Gators, 4-star defensive lineman. And this is the really fun part. The Florida Gators now have a top 10 class for the 2023 recruiting cycle. Sorry if you can hear my neighbor's kid playing ball in the backyard, but that's what it is. But the Florida Gators now have a top 10 class for the 2023 recruiting cycle. This class puts them just up or just in that ranking, we'll say, because this cycle or this week, we'll say, was a pretty big one for the Florida Gators. It was a massive, massive weekend. But with that commit, Florida now passes Penn State. So they have passed Penn State. They are now a top 10 class. The class right above them, Miami. So Florida's kind of chomping up on the tail over there for the Miami Hurricanes. Florida's coming up, and Florida is taking a little bit of control. The seventh highest ranked commit for the Florida Gators 2023 class with a 92.56 rating. Blue Chip Billy back at it again because he does it again. The number 188 player in the nation, according to the 24/7 composite. But if you look at On3, which is another very reputable source, we'll say they're pretty reputable. They are the number 20. He is the number 23 ranked player in the nation. Kamran James, number 23 ranked player. 24/7, admittedly, hasn't updated recently, so we'll say that he's going to get a jump. John Garcia also agrees he's going to get a jump. But according to On3, he is a 23 overall player, number 3 defensive lineman, number 5 player in the state of Florida. But again, just to keep everything uniform like we always do, we talk about 24/7 as the main source here. And so Kamran James has helped boost this class once again. The Florida Gators now have a 90% blue chip ratio, 20 commits, 18 of them blue chip players. And Kamran James joins TJ Searcy, Gavin Hill, Kelby Collins, and Will Norman as now the 5th defensive lineman to be committed to the University of Florida for the 2023 class. This defensive line class is looking incredible. Sean Spencer is probably somewhere losing his mind right now with all of the talent that he'll have to work with along this defensive line in 2023 and 2024 and beyond, because they are cooking now. Like they're doing their thing. So they're doing that. Kamran James is the 4th commit for the month of August. He's the 4th commit this week, the 3rd commit this weekend, and the 3rd defensive line commitment this weekend. He is also the 4th defensive commit for the month of August. So they've kind of been, trending this way. Yeah, Scott. Blue Chip Billy's on fire. Blue Chip Billy's doing his thing over there. He is just absolutely cooking. And, this is the second time in as many days that there was a scheduled commit in which Florida beat Georgia. I'm just saying, Florida and Georgia were kind of the 2 finalists for Kamran James. Georgia was one of the 4 finalists for Kelby Collins yesterday, which is also really weird that when he committed, the graphic didn't have South Carolina on it, even though I am 95% certain that it was either Florida or South Carolina at the end. But then again, also there was when Cedric Baxter Jr. committed, he had a UCF hat on the table, but UCF wasn't on the graphics. So I feel like graphics are just a little weird. Alex, yeah, you right there. I'm not going to lie to you. You're right. Like I said before, this is going to be probably a little bit of a shorter going live after commitment because we've got another commitment scheduled for in 10 minutes, which, given all the how commitments usually go, he'll probably commit like 10, 15 minutes later. So I'll tell you, we'll just go with it. How about that? We'll just go with it until I'm either done or until he commits, and then we'll go live after the next commitment. because I got a whole new graphic for that, all that. But Florida was the number 13 ranked recruiting class in the nation for 2023 going into the week. And now with this commit, they are number 10. So it's wild to say that Billy Napier, before his first game ever coaching in Gainesville, has a top 10 recruiting class. His first full cycle as a coach, a top 10 recruiting class. And don't forget, a lot of these kids, he was not committing at Louisiana. So it's not like similar to Hayden Hansen, we'll say, who's a 2022 tight end, who's on campus now and all that. He was committed to Louisiana under Billy Napier, and then Billy Napier came to Florida. And when Billy Napier reaffirmed that offer, but just with a new school, Hayden Hansen followed him. This is not the same thing, because Billy Napier was not recruiting these kids at Louisiana. He knew he was not in play for most of these kids at Louisiana, so he didn't do it. Yes, thank you, Scooter Man. Everybody hit that like button, subscribe, comment, do what it is. There's a Discord link down below this video. Join the Discord. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna keep talking. We're gonna grow that community. We're gonna have some fun. So do that. We're gonna have a blast here. But yeah, I mean, Billy Napier did not have as long with these kids. You look at 2024 class. Alex, next up, the next commitment is the 2024 class linebacker. Yeah, that's what I mean when I say Billy didn't have time with these kids. He didn't have a year and a half to recruit these kids to go with him. So yeah, I mean, Billy's developing here. And here's the thing also, it's not just the blue chip ratio that's impressive. It's that this coaching staff said, we want to work that 500-mile rank. Mario, number 10, right behind Miami. One spot behind Miami. Thanks, Adrian, for subscribing here. So yeah, one behind Miami now. Number 10, Miami is number 9, according to 24/7 at least. I don't know all the rankings everywhere. 24/7 is just the basic one that I use for this. But it's that 500-mile range that this coaching staff said they wanted to focus on that they have not strayed from. All commits so far are in that 500-mile range that they wanted to do. Yeah, Mario, I appreciate, Mario Chris the Goat, I'll say the full name. I appreciate you being honest about it, because Billy been doing his thing here lately. Like, you can't even lie about it. It's just, it takes a lot to be honest about that. We're about to talk more about the 500-mile range, but first, I got to do sponsor reads. I'm sorry, y'all. As the sun comes out and small businesses are back in business, LinkedIn Jobs makes it easier for you to grow your team. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the people that you want to interview faster and for free. If you've never used LinkedIn Jobs before, highly recommend it. It's how I got my last job before lockdown, but I'm much happier here, baby. That's what I'm saying here. But with simple tools like screening questions, it makes it easy to focus on candidates with just the right skills and experience, so you can quickly prioritize who you'd like to interview and later hire. By small businesses rate LinkedIn Jobs number 1 in delivering quality hires versus leading competitors. And you can post your job for free at linkedin.com/lockdowncollege. That's linkedin.com/lockdowncollege to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. And once more, if you think the Florida Gators will win more than 7 games, bet the over. If you think they'll win less than 7 games, if you're dumb, basically is what I'm saying, bet the under. If you think they're going to win exactly 7 games, I don't even know what to bet then at that point, because the over-under right now with BetOnline is at 7 wins for the year. BetOnline is your number 1 source for all of your betting needs and sports information. And I'll tell you, I was happy when I got this job. So it's like, I've been using BetOnline for years, and I have. I've been using BetOnline for almost 6 years now. It's fantastic. I couldn't be happier with it. It's got so much, not just baseball, basketball, football, soccer, hockey, tennis, table tennis, darts. I was going to say ping pong, but that's table tennis. It's got everything. Just know that you can bet on politics. You can bet on the economy. You can bet on everything that you want to bet on. You can bet on aliens invading. Like, that's what I'm talking about when I say everything. It's crazy. Check out BetOnline. Head to the website today or use your mobile device to learn all about the trends and action. BetOnline, it's where the game starts. Now we get to talk right about this commit again, because it's a big one for the Florida Gators. Kamran James committed to the Florida Gators, and staying in that 500-mile range is what I was talking about, because Billy Napier said we want to win Florida and we want to win close to Florida, bordering states. We want to win that 500-mile range. And they've done that. They've focused intently on doing that. I'll read the chat in a minute. I see you guys are chatting. I'll read that in a minute. But they've done that with that 500-mile range. There are now 20 commits for this Florida Gators 2023 class. 17 of them are from the state of Florida. Like that is incredible. Also important to note that Florida now has 20 commits with scholarship offers So that means that 20 of the 25 scholarship offer limit for the year has been taken, which, I mean, Florida, we're looking at everybody that we can. You're looking at that's right, Q Lee, Billy styling and profiling, having a hard time holding these alligators down. Simple as that. I'll do it. And so 20 of the 25 scholarship offers for the year are now covered here. Sean Spencer is going to have the time of his life with this class, and Florida looks strong on the defensive line for the future. Like even including 2022, Chris McClellan is there. He's a freshman now, and he's here, and he's going to be such a stud for this defense. And then you add in all the commits right now. You could add in Will Norman from yesterday, Kelby Collins from yesterday, TJ Searcy from July 4th, Gavin Hill from, I forgot the exact date that he committed, but Gavin Hill also committed along this defensive line. Florida still needs help at linebacker. I think they're about to add some 2024 help at linebacker, but that's not what we're focusing on. The offensive line needs help. It's simple as that. But if you look at this class at specific spots, Mike, I don't know. I'll get to you in a second. But if you look at this class in specific spots, the defensive back is stacked. Receiver is stacked. You've got a QB. You've got a running back. You need offensive line help. Tight end, I'm not worried about. We've discussed it incessantly at this point. It doesn't need to be a focus. Florida's going to have so many tight ends on roster for 2023. You look at defensive line, looking solid now. 5 commits on defensive line. 1 edge. You probably want to add another edge. Linebacker, you still need help. Jaden Robinson's great, but you need more linebackers. It's an old group, and it's not a good group. You need more linebackers. And DB, like I said, solid. So Florida here, a lot of talent. I'm going to look through the chat now before we wrap this up. Once I get through the chat, we'll wrap up, and then we'll start talking about, or we'll have another stream about I'll tell you now, I'm like 98% certain that we're about to get Miles Graham, 4-star linebacker for the 2024 class. But I'll look through this chat right now. Stuffing Mario in a locker. I mean, he ain't stuffing Mario in a locker. Like, Florida hasn't beaten Miami in many of these. They've been in play, but Florida hasn't beaten Miami as a finalist in a lot of these. That's what I consider stuffing in a locker, when it's a finalist and then you win that one. So I wouldn't say stuffing Mario in a locker, but he's winning battles that he needs to win. So that's important. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just reading through this. I guess for Gene, Andy Gene, Billy Napier stuffed him in the locker. But yeah, that's about it for that. Shake Money. So what's good, everybody? What's good? Shake Money. Tell Alex Dono I said hi. I'll tell Alex. You know what? I will text him right now. I'll text Alex Dono right now, and I will tell him that you said hi. There we go. Said to tell you hi. Done. So did that. Okay. I respect Mario, but Napier is making a statement, but like what Napier is doing is not necessarily negating what Mario is doing, because they're not really going head to head with most of these right now. Like, yes, we know there was Andy Gene. We know that Miami wants Dijon Johnson, which we'll see whatever happens with that. But yeah, we'll see. Mario Cristobal is a great recruiter, but he failed to get Oregon over the hump. Yes, that is true. What is this? Sorry, I'm trying to read through, and the chat keeps sliding down as there's a new message, and it keeps like taking me away from this. Looks like Canes lost out on Bonsu. The feeling from Miami's side is that if we can win 9 or 10 games this season, we'll get a bunch of the big recruits we were after. But if not, we won't. See, that's the thing with Miami also, is I'm more concerned about if Miami doesn't live up to expectations, how many commits will decommit? It's not a matter of, who will get. It's a matter of who decommit. Miami's ahead of Florida with 3 fewer commits because they have a 5-star. They have Francis Mauigoa. It's as simple as that. If I'm not mistaken, the average rating leans towards Florida. Let's see. This hasn't updated yet, but it should be very close now. Have you updated now? Yeah, 92.09 for Miami, 91.53 for Florida. So very close. Not in Florida's favor, but very close. And I'm cool with that. Again, this is the big difference is Miami. Yes, they have a first-year head coach at their university, but he was a Power 5 coach before, and he was a good Power 5 coach before. Now, Florida, you've got Billy Napier, and he's never been in the Power 5. And so I think that's kind of a big difference that people are just overlooking in terms of this early recruiting. How many D linemen do we get? 5 so far. I don't know if Russell Smith, I don't know what's going on with them. I had a rumor come into my DMs before that was like, hey, both of them are going to be Gators. I don't buy it. I just don't. especially with all the defensive linemen that are already committed. I just don't buy it that early. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll share that rumor because I don't believe it, but we'll see. I'm not going to read that comment about Mario Cristobal. Alex, thank you. All the Gators videos on YouTube, true fans. Where's George at? Mario is at Oregon for and another message made me lose it. Was at Oregon for 3 years, took over when they were 4-8, had a winning record. Yeah. The only thing I don't care about Mario is when people give him credit for Justin Herbert, because he absolutely hurt Justin Herbert more than he helped him, and it was not even close. So I just don't like when people give him credit for that. That's just stupid to me. I like it just makes no sense. Blue Chip Billy should have a hard helmet on with the way he's put a blueprint to work. Hey, you know, he might. He's kind of a goon on things. So Billy's the GOAT. Yes, he is. Chief Borders at linebacker. He's a linebacker edge rusher. Like when I say linebacker, know that I'm never in my life talking about an edge rusher. Never in my life am I going to call an edge rusher a linebacker. I don't care if he's standing up or hand in the dirt. I don't care. You're an edge. That's a position now. Like whether or not it's universally recognized, I don't care. He's an edge. Simple as that. He's very versatile, Chief Borders is, but he's still an edge. And that's what I'll leave it at that. Just reading all this, just a bunch of people saying, what's up? Love y'all. Alex Dono. Sorry. Someone said Alex Dono, and then a message. Alex Dono speaks highly of you. Dono and I are Dolphins fan. Yeah, no, Shake. Dono's fantastic. I love Dono. And Dono and I have spoken about this multiple times where we're like, we hate that we have to hate each other school-wise, because we do love each other like off air and we have fun. But we will talk trash, and I told him, I was like, look, next year when Florida plays Miami and we do our crossovers where we get to talk trash, I'm gonna put you in a body bag. And I'm gonna hold true on that. And I hope he actually came in here. I hope he saw it. So there's all this. Jordan Hall and Tamarian to finish shit off. Maybe. There's so much going on here, but I got to wrap up because we're expecting another commit. Okay, Stutson, you got it? Did it actually happen? Are we talking about that? Did it actually happen? Because if so, then I'm going to hop off this live and hop on another one. Yep, okay. All right, thank you. Check out Locked On Gators. Just come back to the channel. We've got another stream coming up that we're about to start in like 5 to 10 minutes. And yeah, let's get into it. This is Florida Gators cooking now with gas. It's official. Thank you. We're going to talk about it in another stream. I'm sorry, but I already have the graphic and everything set up for the other stream. So we're going to talk about it. I love you. Join the stream and let's get into it. We'll continue our conversations here, and I will see you in 5 minutes, we'll say.